All right,
All right.
hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, and welcome back to the Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Story Tournament Summit Edition. Pools. We got Deku versus Drywall. Two good friends going up against each other in Pool C. Yeah, so Deku, the last match he played was, I believe, against Ninja Frog. Yeah, I think it was against Ninja Frog, and I think Drywall also played Ninja Frog, and they both won off of those matches. Or was it JW? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's correct.
Drywall played Ninja Frog, but I'm not. Deku probably played JW.
No, both of them played.
Oh, okay, they did. All right. Anyway,
but both of them so far in pools are undefeated, so it's going to be interesting to see which one of these is going to get their first loss, because obviously both of them can't win.
So Deku definitely seems to have the higher potential, but I didn't think it happened in a race. Like, he's got a top 10 runner. And Drywall, also really known for being pretty consistent. Like, gets a lot of solid times throughout the course of his races. Doesn't really seem to get higher than a 26, really. So, like, if Deku if he plays pretty poorly, there's a chance that Drywall can take it. So don't definitely count Drywall out. Obviously, we got the Love Live photos real quick.
Yeah.
Gotta be pretty funny about that one.
If you're cold, they're cold. Put them in your mouth, please.
Yep. I don't know about that one, but well, certainly pretty funny.
All right. It looks like they're Drywall starting.
Yeah. Gotta get Drywall a little bit head start. Deku a little bit slow over there in Italy, but it's all right.
Yeah, that's just
yeah, it's gotta be. Oh, we do have audio. All right, thank God. Deku with the Crisis City ADX, pretty nice. All right.
I love the Aura ADXs.
Very true. All right, so we're getting up to City Escape Skip pretty soon for Drywall. So hopefully we're hoping for for Drywall fans, you really want Drywall to get it and Deku to miss it if you're rooting for him. But we're gonna see.
I want to see them both hit it.
Yeah, I owe it to myself. I owe a little bit of scuff.
What?
I gets it. Wow, that was the most insane.
That's crazy.
That was the most insane setup I've actually ever seen.
I did not think that was gonna work at all. That's so insane.
All right, Drywall having a little trouble getting on the rail though. Let's see how Deku. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. That he can hit at 17, should be a 21 pretty easily.
Yeah, free.
Yeah. 21.6, just like Aura.
Alright, so going into the first RNG stage, Deku's still in City Escape. Don't really know what's going on with it. Ooh, gets a free piece for Drywall.
Oh, what did he get? Oh, he got Bird Box. How did he get Bird Box?
Yeah, middle Bird Box.
Okay.
So let's see. This third piece. Ooh, on...
Okay. Yeah, pretty good.
That's
pretty
really good, yeah.
I forgot. I forgot they had the funny gentlemen to go into the Chow Garden. So, yeah. Drywall definitely had a sub-20 set, but I appreciate him remembering the gentlemen's, going to the Chow Garden. They're going to do a funny thing over here.
Honestly, that was probably the best possible set that he could have gotten, or best possible piece 3 that he could have gotten for this gentleman's, because it's so close.
The only better one would have been Treasure Without a Pillar, because it's literally right next to you. But he probably would have accidentally got the piece before he left. All right,
that's a slow one. So,
okay.
I don't know.
Yep, they throw the Chow against... Now they... Yeah, pick up the Chow. There you go. Yeah. Very good. Chow abuse. Sorry, Liam.
For some reason, I thought Drywall was about to pick Dark Story.
That would have been also really funny.
That would have been hilarious.
exit out of Hero Story, start a Dark Story. Drywall would never agree to that, but that'd be really funny.
Yeah. Get pranked, guys. This is a Dark Story tournament.
Yeah. Coming soon. Definitely enter that if you like Dark Story.
It's gonna be good fun. Deku is still in hell right now.
Yeah, he's still Big Frozen. Really giving Drywall this R2-8 lead. He's really running away with it now. And Deku's dead. They killed Italy, man. They just take it off the planet.
It's okay.
It is okay. At least we got Drywall in prison lane, so we got something. Oh, okay, never mind. He's actually in prison lane. I guess.
Jump scare.
Yeah, very big jump scare. I'm just going to assume that Deku did the funny gentleman because it was in Wild Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't actually get to see it, but you get to see Drywall side.
We got the idea from it.
Yeah. Considering he did the skip and this is not no people finished this stage around 4 minutes, he probably didn't do it with the extra time.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're about even. It's really hard to say. I'm not sure what kind of Wild Canyon Deku got, but
yeah.
Drywall's was so good that I think that gave Drywall like a big edge.
Yeah, most likely, because okay, 4:15 for Deku, so we'll see what time he's got coming out. We don't have anybody keeping track, so we'll just try to keep track of it in our head. 1:33 though, pretty solid for Deku.
Mm-hmm.
Could definitely save some time over Drywall on this stage. Oh, okay, so maybe not so much because he's coming towards the end of the stage. It's about like 20 seconds. So if Drywall gets like a 1:36, he'll be about even.
It's like a 5-second difference, a little more.
Yeah, not gonna be that much. So a pretty close race so far. Deku getting under loop, and really hard to see the time for Drywall. We'll wait for the results screen.
Well, it's 4:18 on the clock, so.
Oh yeah. So only 3 seconds. Oh, and
is that a death?
Oh, he's so good! Wow, what a recovery from Deku!
That's crazy!
That's so smart. Deku with the big knowledge right there for waiting for the platform cycle. Wow.
Looks like both streams are frozen a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're definitely having some big troubles on the restream pre-seed. So sorry that it's all choppy, but at least you see the cool moments when they do happen.
Yeah, and we're getting enough information to get a general idea of what's going on. Oh, Drywall getting a nice. Okay. Drywall getting a significantly better upgrade time.
Okay. It's a little bit synced.
Okay.
In time. Okay. A little bit closer. Just Deku, Drywall going behind the loop here. Hopefully, I don't think he goes. He's not a birthday.
Nah, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. Birthday is a little risky.
Yeah.
I've lost a decent amount of runs to it.
Yeah, understandable. Drywall getting about a 50-51 check. Deku still in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands?
Yeah, he changed the country. That's why he's having such a hard time with the stream. New Wi-Fi for this. It's because he didn't play Slay the Spire with me before this match. That's why he's having tech issues.
Of course.
That's actually how it works.
It's because I lost my speedrun earlier.
That's exactly why, yeah. Curse the restream.
I'm so angry, you know.
Oh, whoa, and the pulley skip.
Okay.
Deku nails it. I'm going to assume the rest of it goes well.
Yeah, this is looking like a pretty. I mean, aside from the whole upgrade shenanigans that happened, this is a pretty good Metal Harbor from Deku.
Yeah, 125.
And Drywall got a pretty good time too.
Yeah, 125. That's pretty much like what for Drywall. He likes getting times like that. He's not the most confident in his Metal Harbors.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Metal Harbor is that even if you get a quote unquote bad time, it's still going to be pretty close to what's considered a good time because the stage is just that consistent.
Yeah. All right. I don't know why Deku's hitting every robot, but all right.
All right.
And Deku's gone again. All right, so we're watching the Faker cutscene, everybody's favorite cutscene.
Oh,
And Deku is just out of Shadow 1. So
555 entering Green Forest.
All right, yeah, that's really good. Oh, well, maybe not for SGE time, but whatever. They did have the funny gentlemen. And yeah,
Wow.
Deku, yeah, still really close. And Drywall is 556 going in.
They're about a second apart.
2 seconds. Yeah, a second or two. So still really good. Drywall really keeping pace. I know Drywall is not really a wall runner. Oh, nice mini wall run from Deku right there. 34 check, pretty good.
Yeah, this is where Deku can really save a lot of time here, assuming that he gets wall run first try. So we'll just have to see how that plays out for him. He's grabbing the checkpoint for safety.
Let's see how he does it. I know he's a pauser. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Good. Very good, actually. All right.
Not over till it's over though.
Good. Very nice from Deku here.
All right, yeah.
Good really patch run. 101 check, pretty good.
Ooh, Drywall getting caught up on the robot there. That was really unfortunate.
16, 15 check, not really what you want, but it's fine. Yeah, Deku definitely gonna save a lot of time over here, getting a 117.
Ooh, it looks like Drywall got Vertex there too. That's really bad.
Yeah, very good Green Forest from Deku. 117 is definitely what you're looking for.
No problem.
Very
clean.
That is
a solid time.
Yeah, 41. Losing 7 seconds just before the check itself.
Yeah, this has been kind of an unfortunate Green Forest from Drywall.
Yeah, but the rest of it can still go alright. Could probably end up with a, still a 130 something.
Okay. That was
he looked like he was gonna set it up, but I know he doesn't do go for roll run. All right, and now we're into look.
Oh wait, Deku's resetting.
Yeah, he got 3 phase ghost period, and then he gets 3 phase ghost question mark. Pretty good.
All right, let's hope that Deku doesn't get the new game plus keys, because this could be horrible for Deku, assuming
Scarecrow's house. He's taking the spring.
That was likely to check for Pray for Harvest.
No, I think he was just trying to take the rocket over here.
Oh, I see.
He might have also done that as well, so you're probably right. And Flaming Emeralds, actually really good set. Wow.
That is really nice.
That's a 35?
Definitely paid off. Wow. Now, if Drywall gets a really good set here, he can still be pretty even with Deku.
Yeah, because he lost about 5 seconds to that reset.
Yeah.
And I think that Drywall got a 140 Green Forest, so definitely pulling ahead here. But he can still mitigate some of this time loss in Pumpkin Hill.
Yeah.
While Deku goes into Mission Street, everybody's favorite stage, everybody loves to watch.
Yeah, it's like the second. Well, it's technically the first, but it's like the second Route 101 for Hero Story, because it's just every time you get to this point, unless you make a big mistake, it is a very samey stage. You're always doing it around the same times, so it's just not really interesting. Drywall getting very high up into Ghost Train Station. I'm not
looking
sure
for the piece 3 here. Yeah, it's the one on the bottom. Alright. Yeah, gonna have a hard time grabbing this hint here. Alright, but he gets finally. Deku gets the weight hop. Center of a triangle. Alright, pretty alright, but not gonna be saving any time, unfortunately, with those small mistakes.
Yeah. Deku's kind of cutting it a little bit close there.
Yeah. Alright. 8:23 out, and Deku was sub 8, so about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I think.
I think almost exactly. So Deku with a pretty commanding lead here. As long as he doesn't really mess up in anything, that lead is likely going to stick up until at least
that was a really tight pause hover. Wow. But definitely made it with giga time.
So yeah, basically, I would say the middle of this run, barring any really unfortunate mishaps in Aquatic Mine, which I doubt any runners will, either of these two runners will have much issue with, our next, big stage to look at is Hidden Base.
Yeah, I agree. So, alright, Drywall getting the first pulse hover, very important. So he's on his all the way to 0 cycle.
Deku punching the robot there, losing about 2 seconds, I think?
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming somewhere around that.
Yeah, because it kills your speed as well as the punching animation.
Yeah. Well, you really need that towards the end. So he's going to get like a 1-0... he's going to get 2-0 something.
Yeah. 1-0 something. World record!
World record, yeah. You know what? I'm not best at saying the numbers sometimes. My brain's a little sporadic there. Alright, 204, yeah, he probably was on pace for like a 202. Alright, but Deku sub 10 out.
Ooh, Drywall getting hit there.
Yeah, he will probably still be fine. Oh
no! That's really bad.
You hate to see that. He might have just been a little too far.
Yeah.
To the left or... Alright, well hopefully Drywall stays motivated. I barely saw a 3 fans piece over there, so...
Yeah, so
Deku, of course, getting the RNG.
Has a really good set so far.
Yeah, that's a good P1 too. And what's the final piece? Wind box and steel beam.
Okay. Well,
hopefully it's the back one.
But...
No, it's the close one.
Alright. Crazy set.
Nice. Still played it really well.
Woo, Drywall was so close to falling there.
Yeah, Deku went on a really good run. 10-23 out. Definitely very easily 23 pace.
This is solid.
Alright, but Drywall finally making it through.
Yeah, Drywall had a very close moment when going to the platform for the 0 cycle drum thing. Barrel? What is it?
So, I don't know, cylinder? They're kind of like cylinders, right?
Yeah, they are.
Alright.
Anyways, almost clipped down. It's probably like the last possible
oh, yeah, almost got pulled down from being too closer. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, even with the death, it's still technically a 0 cycle time, so...
you know.
Just unfortunately... Yeah, just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, about like a minute behind out of Deku's mission street time. So, like... gonna really need Deku to have a bit of a meltdown in desert and space. It certainly can't happen. He did, unfortunately, get a 115 meteor the other day.
Yeah, so desert and space are very variable in what times you can get with them. Like, if one thing goes wrong, that can be like a decider for is your run dead or not.
Yeah.
So, we'll just have to see. Drywall getting in and out of it. I'm not sure if he got a free piece. Doesn't look like it.
No, it didn't look like it. From what I've seen. A little bit hard to see. Containing next to the Jumbo Skull, okay.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, a little bit far from where you want to be, though. Okay.
Yeah,
having a little bit of trouble getting to it. It's alright. Just got a hint right here. And, Starship Brick Room.
I would take that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad from where you are. Hopefully he gets the cup out. Oh, he immediately dove down. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was a clean...
Oh, he he misread the ping. It was on the top. But it was alright.
I didn't see it on screen, so I thought it was at the bottom too. I was a little confused.
Yeah. It was, like, I've never seen people really go from, like, the top the way he did. So,
yeah.
A little unfortunate.
I usually start at the one at the bottom because I feel like that one takes longer to get to.
Yeah. Alright, but Deku almost done with Route 101 and Drywall about to enter.
Yeah, so all eyes are kind of going to be on Deku here for this desert because the first big hurdle of this part of the run is pole hop. Because if you mess up pole hop, you are going to lose upwards of 40 seconds. And that can be really devastating. Especially for Deku right here. Because Drywall really needs that 40 seconds.
Right. If you start the hover and you don't make the cycle on time, then yeah, you will definitely lose that much time. But if you just miss it and keep going, you probably only lose about 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah.
But if he commits to it, I know he sometimes likes to go for IL pole hop. So we'll see if he's the mad lad and gets it. But he's starting. Getting a pretty decent start so far. Alright, and we're
Usually
coming
this
up to
beginning
it.
doesn't matter too bad for pull hop timing. Ooh, goes for IL, gets it!
And he gets it. He's so
That's
good.
crazy height, too. He's good.
Yeah, he's gonna be really early on the cycle. Yeah, look at him. Didn't even start going down yet. Yeah, so Deku definitely playing pretty well. Missing one of the dynamites, that's fine though.
Yeah, you can start shooting them from so far away that it's generally not going to matter too much for your run.
Yeah, he's not gonna get that hype, but it's fine.
Okay, yeah. Getting the hype for that pause is a little tough.
Yeah, it's a hard part, however. 50 check, pretty good. Bro, I'm in a little bit of trouble here at the end.
Ooh, hitting cars, yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. Alright, and Deku with the 107. Very good, very solid second check. Anything sub 110 is really good.
There's not really been any big mistakes on this hidden base, so yeah, this is definitely looking to be good. And gets these jumps perfect. Good.
Deku played really well. That's a really good time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, missing that, but it's whatever. Everything's been solid. This is probably a sub 130, a sub 140. Maybe not, maybe barely not.
Yeah, barely not. But that's still a very, very nice hidden base from Deku.
Yeah, really solid.
And
Deku kind of definitely pulling away with it a little bit right now.
Yeah.
But we still have plenty of stages left, so it's not completely over. We got Bofo, we got CGSS, plenty of things in space that can swing it back in Drywall's favor.
Yeah, and as Deku is leaving Hidden Base, Drywall's entering it, so we'll see how it goes. I know Drywall does not go for pull hop. So.
No. I don't know what variant he does either.
I think he does Axel?
Yeah, probably does. Oh yeah, he doesn't do the WEG setup. The WEG route where you just shoot the platforms down. Yeah, but Axel is completely fine. Very nice, yeah.
It doesn't lose that much time. Ooh.
It loses about 3. Oh, Deku. Alright, getting the bounce. So that's nice to cover it. 33. Not what he really wants, but it's okay. Still been playing pretty well.
Alright, first door skip. Yep.
Ooh. Missing it twice. That's not good. There we go. Third time's the charm.
Oh no!
The rail
That's
too.
really unfortunate. Alright, this is not a great Pyramid Cave start.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how the second door skip goes.
Yeah, definitely take your time with that one. Alright, second tunnel going pretty well.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty clean. And okay.
Alright, he recovers that.
The biggest threat there is accidentally bouncing down, like double tapping B.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Deku not really on pace for like a 140.
Yeah, not the greatest Pyramid Cave, but
yeah,
got away with it within. It's passable.
Yeah. Still 1603 out. Still a very great pace. Just with an unfortunate Pyramid Cave.
Yeah. There's Drywall finishing up Hidden Base with a 153. About 10 seconds slower than what Deku got. So. Yeah, Deku's just getting a further and further lead here.
Still a full stage. Oh, nice first P1. Oh, he's booty clipping for it. I thought he like saw a piece that I didn't see or something.
I thought he got bugs, but I like didn't see it. So
yeah, and he's doing an upgrade list.
Yeah,
as he does like to do this a lot. Between the legs, very good P1. Let's see if he gets a hint. No, he doesn't. Okay, dies about like 20 seconds in. Gets a immediate ping, as Deku would.
Unfortunate. This is probably one of the lesser pieces that you'd want out of all the free pieces you could get in this, but it's fine. Two enemies facing each other.
No, he's probably gonna red box flip.
Yeah.
No, he's probably just gonna blue box flip now.
Yeah.
Forgot he doesn't actually like red box flip.
To be fair, red box flip is really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, but somebody of Deku's caliber can definitely pull it off. I just know he prefers to do other methods in the stage. He still played that set really well.
Yeah, that was a really solid Death Chamber from Deku. Also, it looks like Drywall is getting to this section with relative ease. He might get a better Pyramid Cave than
Yeah.
Deku, but I'm
Yeah,
not
it seemed
too
to get
sure.
a little rough on the timer though. Deku ended up with a 112 check. Yeah, so Deku getting a
110.
Not much better.
Okay, but it's something.
It's still something, yeah. He could definitely still end up with a, with a mid 130. Any time save Drywall is looking for, so anything helps.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this KBB fight goes. Should not be a big problem for Deku.
Oh yeah, he's not doing the gravity bounce, so maybe not saving any time here.
Probably saving like a frame.
No, I think Deku got a 41, and he's gonna get like a 43, so only losing 2 seconds.
Alright, Deku finishing up KBB very cleanly.
Yeah.
Going into probably the hardest boss in the entire run, which is Egg Golem.
Yeah, definitely watch out. He's definitely going to do a strat where he restarts the fight to get a better cycle for Egg Golem.
Yeah, and he's going to be going for mock bounces, it seems, which is very interesting.
On the Drywall side, he got Bug's Food as his P1, so let's see if he red box flip for it. He's probably just not going to take it all the way there. He's not really known for that. Many free pieces in 4? No, unfortunately not. Okay.
Deku taking a fall in Egg Golem there.
Yeah, there's a lot to be focused on right now.
Oh! Drywall taking a death!
Oh no! He didn't get the piece?
No!
Oh, that's poor. Long way vertical line. Okay, he's gonna have to box flip for this one. Really just unfortunate for Drywall. Like a lot of big mistakes happening for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really tough ask to get Drywall to save time over Deku now at this point. Ooh,
a little low. He'd be fine in the water. It's a little bit low though. Yeah, I definitely understand the worry.
That was a little lower than
we were hoping. Okay. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, he killed both the robots, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate trying to rely on enemies to die.
Oh, Bugs!
Oh!
Bugs on patrol! Oh, definitely needed that. And please get a ping.
Okay!
Yeah, there we go. That definitely helped him out a lot.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be as bad as it was now. This is really good.
Wow, alright, that definitely helped Drywall out.
Damn! I almost called Drywall.
Yeah, Deku hits the Quan. Of course he hits the Quan, man. Deku leaving no opportunity for Drywall to catch up, man.
Yeah, Deku has taken the lead and is just running with it.
Yeah.
Really, I think by this point it's safe to say that Deku kind of has it in the bag at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be his race to lose. Yeah, ever since the death at Mission Street, but to Drywall's credit, he really kept it very, despite all the problems with the streaming in the beginning, he kept it very close up until about, Green Forest, and where he got Green Forest Wall Run and just kept going. And the death at Mission Street that's where it really started, I guess, probably getting, probably a little tilted in his mind.
Yeah, I would be upset if I died like that too, and at that point it's hard to get back up on your feet.
Yeah, but Draw's sticking with it. Always love to see runners keeping through, even despite their probably feeling like the race is over and you're in his head, but respect the sportsmanship of it.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to remember it is not over until it is over. So
very true.
Just hold it out unless it's just unless it's actually unhealthy, for your mental. I would say always keep at it.
Okay, they could get in front of a big door that never opens. P1. Dangerous looking P2. Watch, it's gonna be the middle one just because it's Deku, man.
It can be good. It can be bad. Doesn't look.
He gets the middle one. Of course he does, dude.
Deku.
Of course he does, dude. How the heck can he beacon get him out of here, man?
Stop! He's already dead!
Dude. I found him. What is going on, my guy? I don't think this is quite 22 pace, but...
I think Deku's gonna win the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely needed to do that, man.
Wow. RNG like that? Nah, it's over.
That's crazy, man.
Pack it up, everyone. Tournament's done.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even see his Wild Canyon, and he didn't have the best, actually, his Pumpkin Hill was okay with the reset.
It was good.
Or maybe just like the DC.
The set was good, but the time wasn't because of...
Yeah. Alright, Drywall going into Eternal Engine. Hopefully he can get the Quan to get him out of here quicker.
C sets up. Oh, unfortunate. Second try is very easy though, so shouldn't have much of a problem.
Right. So I guess it's a good point to mention that how breakers are being, brought up. Where is he going?
What? That was weird.
That was such a weird lineup. It was kind of cool to see him go through the floor. I've never actually seen anybody do that.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool.
Cool visually. But I guess it's to help him line up. Let's see how it pays off later. But Drywall trying to keep this as close as he can because one of the tiebreakers, if besides for head-to-head, is sum of losses. So how much you've lost by. So depending on how what Drywall's end time is, could potentially make it harder for him to get into bracket. But he did win a match, so he's still looking pretty good. Deku with the famous Deku pause gets out pretty easily.
Yeah, CGSS with the Deku pause is extremely easy. It is slower. Mm-hmm. It's probably the slowest variant of CGSS, but it is the most consistent.
Drywall going a little too far. Alright, but he's landing on top. He's out. He's good. A little, please? Thank God.
Yep, alright. Out of Eternal Engine going into Meteor Herd. I'm very excited to see what the
this is barely not 22 pace. That's crazy. I think maybe because of the Pyramid Cave?
Well, the Pyramid Cave was a big decider in Deku's time here.
Yeah, I mean, he lost about, he didn't get a sub 130, so about, 10 seconds, so...
Yeah.
Okay, and he's pretty good Eggman 1. Yeah,
that was
14.
Really solid.
Pretty much what you want. Alright, let's see how Drywall's Meteor Herd goes while Deku does his FR.
It's a good piece one. No free piece, sadly.
Yeah, it's alright. And P2, Dangerous Liquid. Yeah.
Definitely the one at the top.
Has to be, right? Imagine it's not, that'd be crazy. Alright, Garl, thank you. Alright, and P3, jump for the star, alright. Not quite the Deku set, but it's still a pretty decent set nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh, and nope, the lower one. There you go, 41. Still pretty solid for the time.
And Deku is flying in FR right now, doing the fast fall variants.
Yeah, past the kill plane, pretty solid.
Yeah,
should be good. To see the height and should be fine. So, not gonna call it until the end.
I need to start looking at the times people jump off of FR because I'm just always I don't know, what did they jump off?
What I believe it is 13.5 seconds. I don't know if he did the JW method. Yeah, he's got plenty of height. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's good.
So about 13.5 seconds off the rail. You use where you time it. At least that's what I do. Alright, and we got Drywall in the Rouge fight. Yeah. So very low 23 for Deku. Deku playing really, really solid.
Yeah, that is a... assuming no unfortunate events happen in Shadow, this will be his best time of the tournament. So that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the best time of the tournament.
Yeah, but his. No, that's Aiden, I think.
Yeah, Aiden 2221 looks like.
Okay. All right, and final hit. Oh, there you go. Hits it with the
That's
bounce.
good.
23-12.
GG's to Deku.
Yeah, big GG. Deku played really well. Really made it very, very hard for Drywall. Basically beating his PB by a minute.
Yeah, and Drywall is unfortunately taking a death in Crazy Gadget there.
Yeah.
Sonic, I did it.
Really sad for Drywall here, but I do appreciate him sticking it out. Oh wow!
It was a tough ask to begin with because
it was.
TV is just already so much better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we just got really loud audio.
Okay.
All right.
Drywall has some weird gravity there. Let's see.
All right, he's out and he's doing. Yeah, he does do good cam now. Why is the thing so far? Why is the camera so far out?
I've never seen this before. He's so tiny.
And why does Drywall do the homing attack so late? He makes it so hard for himself.
That was
all right, but he's finally out.
But does get it. If it works, it works.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. So Drywall out. He's headed into Eggman 2. Hopefully, get in a decent time here.
Eggman 2, I feel like isn't that hard as long as you know what to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's like even if you don't do the strat right, as long as you understand how like the boss moves, I think it's pretty easy to get a decent time.
Yeah.
All right.
Even
yeah,
if you don't do the
here,
you can pretty consistently get like 16s.
Yeah,
15s.
16. There you go. Very nice. That's about what I get, so I'm happy with 16. I should optimize it more.
Manipless times. I try to go for the manip, but I'm a little bad at it, so sometimes I miss the timing.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I just missed the lock on again, like, after the first hit, so, like, I never really try for it, but, Drywall in FR.
Let's see, it should be good. FR is generally a pretty easy stage for most runners.
Mm-hmm. Oh, alright, that's fine. He missed the thing. Gonna bounce onto the rail here, and he's off around, like, 20, 21.
Right,
I don't think he does fast fall.
He doesn't do fast fall, and I know he counts for 18 seconds. So
okay, yeah, fast fall is only reason why I do fast fall is because I actually couldn't remember the original method. Yeah, so about 38 makes sense. And Drywall always tends to have a really good height here, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, if you do the normal method for Final Rush. It's really easy to get good height. Unless you're me, when you're trying to go for a 25 in Hero Story, then you're gonna miss it 15 times in a row. But don't worry about it.
No, I'm pretty sure we've all had those problems. I had the same problems going for like 25, 26. All right, yeah, Drywall looking pretty good. Gonna get around like a 24, 25. Yeah.
Yeah. Very solid. Very safe time. Also had a little bit of a mishap at the beginning, but
no problem.
Yeah, so Drywall, despite all the mistakes, still gonna get a 26, which is a pretty solid, pretty alright time. Maybe not what he's looking for, but
yeah, I mean, for his level, it's pretty good.
Yeah, being about 2 minutes behind. He did have like a pretty much a 30-second death in Mission Street. He had the Death Chamber mishap. It was still like about a minute time, so not really what you're looking for. What else happened? He died a couple times in CG, so this could have easily been like a 25, 24, despite all that.
Yeah, there's just some unfortunate things.
Just some bad mistakes. All right. Yeah.
And also the 20 seconds in the Chow Garden, 30.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too. So, probably without that, this still could have been a 25.
Yeah, also without that, Deku probably could have gotten a 20.
Yeah, so, sorry for that, Deku, but I actually completely forgot about that. That is definitely a 22 without the Chow Garden fun.
And we
All
have
right,
our
and they're
runners
in.
here.
GG.
All right, what's up, guys? GG.
Deku.
Yo, thank you.
Worst gameplay of my life, but I'm fine with it because I mean this was an unwinnable match for me anyway.
Yeah, Deku beat your PB by over a minute, I think.
Yeah,
and
I knew
that's
that.
really
This
tough
and
match.
Katie are my unwinnable matches, so I don't have a problem with losing by a ton.
Yeah. Like we were just talking about, despite all the big mistakes, like you did die in Mission Street, but you still got like a 0 cycle time. Like I still think you would have gotten a 0
he died in
cycle
Mission
without that.
Street, though.
Yeah, he
I
died like
in Mission Street. I died in Death Chamber unintentionally before grabbing my first piece.
Yeah. He did get like at least like it kind of like helped him out in after he got the next first piece. He got that, and then he got Bugs on Patrol into immediate next piece. So that really helped him out. But like it's still like it says over there, it's a 122. Obviously not what you want. Died a couple times in a crazy gadget. So this could have very easily been like a pretty solid 25. And plus you guys went to the Chow Garden after Wild Canyon.
I don't feel like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think this was a very good run for me nonetheless because I'm not gonna lie, I lost time on every split from Pumpkin Hill all the way up until Death Chamber.
Yeah.
I did not save time on any split on my PB, so this run was not very good.
I know what you're talking about. I see a gold.
Meteor Herd?
Yeah.
No, from Pumpkin Hill to Death Chamber. These golds aren't real, by the way. I set my
Quite sad.
RNG splits to be my PB's RNG splits.
Oh yeah, Deku. So we couldn't actually. You got a 33 Wild Canyon, or is that just like with the Chow Garden thing?
No,
We couldn't actually
the
see
Chow
it.
Garden is included in the Eggman split, but no, I missed
okay.
the free piece.
Yeah, we couldn't actually see it. Like we were having extreme problems in the beginning, so like it
Yeah,
jumped from
I
you
know.
being
We missed
in,
all of your Wild Canyon, like the entire
yeah, Bigfoot, Wild Canyon, and like it just jumped for you being like in the middle of Prison Lane. Like, oh okay.
Oh, you guys didn't even see the Chow Garden.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean we.
But
needed,
I
like,
mean,
to
you
do
would have
this by,
gotten a
like, the
22 without
Yeah, without that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been 22, but I don't know. Maybe it was like, because in the Eggman 1 split, it says I got 24, and I got a 14, so I guess it only lost me 10 seconds. But then I did
that's
also
not
grab
bad.
the Chow key, so I'm not too sure if it would have been the
You
22.
got a 14 Wild Canyon.
No, 14 Eggman. Yeah,
Drywall
Maybe
actually got a
it was
really
19,
insane set for Wild Canyon, and it was even better because his piece 3 was on the lap of a wall painting, which is literally right next to a cow box.
Oh, that's nice.
It was like a 20 with the chow box. It was sick.
Yeah, it obviously could have been executed better, but I'm drywall.
No, I mean I think you still played that set pretty well.
Yeah.
You like big respect to you to like keep going despite having a pretty decent amount of mistakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is really bad for my sum of like losses or whatever it is, but it's better than DNFing for that. That gives you like a
Yeah, of
40 or
course.
something.
Yeah, definitely a lot better
man.
than that. I mean, you won your last race, so it's still looking pretty all right for you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know
you
I'm gonna lose by like 5 minutes to Katie, but I mean, it's Katie.
Yeah, I mean,
Drywall got this shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
we believe in drywall, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, drywall not the best run. Deku, how do you feel about your run? We haven't really talked too much about it.
Can't say I was too happy, but I did have some decent splits. But I had some really bad ones. Bad for McKay, bad at Golem, bad...
Oh yeah, that golem was pretty unfortunate.
Oh, what's it called? Bad Metal Harbor. But like, I also have some decent splits.
Oh, dude, your Metal Harbor save was actually so sick.
Oh,
That's
that-
one of the
yeah.
few things.
Oh yeah, you guys saw that.
Yeah, luckily we did get to see that. I'm like, oh, he's going back. It's like, is he dead? It's like, no, he waited for the platform cycle.
Yeah,
smart.
I actually had that happen before, so I'm actually kind of prepared for when that happens.
That's really
seems to
cool.
happen a lot. You miss the homing attack.
Yeah.
I love doing that backup.
Also, nice meteor herd, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
your
yeah.
Meteor Herd set was so sick, and your Aquatic Mine one,
Yeah,
and
I-
your Pumpkin
this-
Hill,
Yeah, that's really good.
and your Death Chamber. Like,
No,
bro.
the Death Chamber was a 50. I
Yeah,
don't
that
think
chamber was a 50, come on.
Okay.
like he played it well, but it was definitely not a good time.
Yeah. Piece 3 was a little slow. If I got like a core of Piece 3, that would have been sick.
Yeah. Need a red box flip, man. What's he doing?
No.
No, can't do that.
No.
No offense.
All right.
We might have to wrap up the interview soon.
Yeah, I
but
was about to
got
say that.
Appointment.
All right.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll
yeah.
see what we'll do for the match. Because, you know, it obviously went down. I don't know if the tar can be recovered. I know it's in the dummies.
Yeah, so
I don't
you'll.
know what we'll do on the restreaming side. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we're gonna let the big tech people figure that out. But yeah. So GG, Deku, you're 3-0 in your pool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, only have to play Katie. So Deku,
Yeah,
pretty
only
much.
80's left.
Yeah,
Or no, surely.
I mean, if you keep playing like this, and you know,
It's realistic.
it's definitely realistic. It's like not completely impossible. I don't know how prepared Katie is for the tournament.
Yeah, KD hasn't shown any sign of playing SA2, but I don't doubt that KD still got this.
I mean, of course, you know, you always have to think that Katie's gonna play her best, but we'll see. You know,
Yeah, we'll see.
well,
Everything
I
can
mean,
happen.
most likely ended up in the winner's side being 3-0. So, congrats on making it the bracket.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, but Drywall still got a couple matches to go. Excited to see him play, and yeah, just stay tuned for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, GG's Deku and goodbye forever.
Yeah, GG's gamers.
GG.
Welcome back, race fans, as more hot speedrunning action coming at you at the Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Story Summit. My name is Originality Ace, and joined on commentary today is Cryptic. How are you doing today?
Honestly, I'm not doing that great, so if you can believe that this is Cryptic talking right now, yeah, this is Cryptic. I'm just really, really sick, so I'm gonna be taking it a little bit easier for this, and I'm gonna be letting my buddy Ace kind of carry me through comms right now, but I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be around, we're gonna see some sick hunting sets, I will be here to commentate, but I'm probably not gonna be saying a whole lot during this race.
So we've got two really interesting runners going up against each other here. We've got Aiden versus Apple Jucifer. Both of these runners are relatively well experienced when it comes down to this game. Aiden being second place on the SRC leaderboards with a 21:43, and Jucifer on the 52nd place on the SRC leaderboards with a 24:33. Only a couple minutes difference between these two. Aiden has already successfully won one of his pools matches, where he's faced off against I Like Eggs, and Jucifer is facing Aiden as his first match today, but he will be facing off against I Like Eggs later today. So you'll make sure that you want to tune in to see that match when that comes up. How do you feel about these two runners for this match specifically, Cryptic?
Well, I've seen Aiden get a lot of 21s lately. Just last night he was on a really, really good pace actually. It was PB pace all the way up until Golding hit him base, and then some really unfortunate mistakes at the end of Desert just happened to cost him the whole PB. So he's been playing out of his mind lately, and I know that we're going to see some really cool strats come out from Aiden today. Jucifer, on the other hand, I am not very experienced with seeing Jucifer race in Hero Story, or play Hero Story in general for that matter. I don't think I've seen a Jucifer speedrun. So this should be a really interesting experience for me to get to understand this runner a little bit more, see what kind of strats they go for, and see how they compare against Aiden.
Well, we have seen Juice do some running back during the spring qualifiers. I'm not sure if I recall commentating on one of those matches or not, but I do remember watching it, and he is relatively consistent with a fair number of different tricks. But of course, in these race settings, sometimes the riskier tricks can sometimes end up backfiring, and it's always good to keep in mind all those different little mini backup strats that you can use to preserve any time and prevent yourself from losing a potential match.
Oh no, I just got a DM from Aiden. He's saying he's not feeling the City Escape skip today, mate. Just a warning, so we might not be seeing a CE skip from Aiden, if this is true information.
Well, if Jucifer does go for City Escape skip, if he can nail it, he'll probably have a chance of securing himself a significant lead over his opponent here, which would be well worth it. And they're both off. City Escape right out the gate. Whoo boy. This is a stage we've all seen far too many times.
Aiden always seems to load into the stage first. Every time I've seen an Aiden race happen, he will always be the first one to start playing the game. I don't know if it's the left side of the screen curse, or if it's just Aiden, maybe going a little bit early on the timer, but he will always load in.
That or just an eagerness to race.
It could be, and Juice is going to be missing that last ramp, which is a very unfortunate time loss. It's not too heavy, it's only around 2 seconds, but Aiden is zooming far into the stage right now.
It's a clean homing attack over that first box and able to land flush with the ground there. Going for the setup, he might try and pull it off. Does not get City Escape skip.
Oh no.
He's going back for a second try. Juice is lining up for it.
Oh, he's not feeling it. Juice
And
does
he
get
gets
it first try. Oh no. This is the warning that Aiden did give us. He's not feeling it. Aiden is really not feeling City Escape today. This is unfortunate. This is really, really big for Juice though.
Like going back. Oh my god. Okay, hopefully he can hit it this time around. Maybe third time's the charm will be here for Aiden here. Just getting a little caught up there on that last transition. Aiden does thankfully get it on the third time around. Juice though is already at the truck section. The gun truck is almost practically in the horizon. And wow, there's already just a commanding lead just out of the very beginning of this level.
A giant rift that Aiden actually himself predicted in DMs to me like just before this race. Like I mentioned, he said he was not feeling confident, but I've never seen Aiden mistake City Escape skip 3 times in a row. That's really brutal, and you know that he's not in the good mentality right now. Like if I was Aiden, I would be incredibly shattered by that.
And does get a little flashy and show off the moonwalk, but unfortunately Sonic kind of ounced on the ledge, got caught there. It's so funny, those little different platforms all have collision, but you never really actually land on them unless you explore the level just on your own accord.
Just made it.
Damn.
Already looking at a 14-second difference. So some really good hunting could probably help difference this out if one of these runners gets a really good set.
Let's talk a little bit more about hunting while we're waiting in the big fight, because both runners here seem to get a consistent Bigfoot fight, hopefully if nothing goes wrong, which gives me a chance to mention that Aiden recently actually did get 2nd place in Knuckles Centurion. Currently the 2nd fastest hunter in the entire world, surely, right? And I've watched Aiden gameplay lately, and I gotta say, Aiden's gameplay is not looking too dissimilar from mine at the moment. He's playing really well in hunting. I've not seen Apple Juice play hunting at all, so I can't really gauge what the difference in strats and style is gonna be here, but we've just gotta see what the sets have to bring, and we've got a suspended ceiling, but a free piece of Juice.
A good find, good find. Obviously taking a look around, seeing if he could spot any other free pieces. Something like the propeller pieces over there. What is his P2 gonna be though? Where the wind blows. Aiden already grabbing his first piece.
Yeah, Aiden is definitely looking in a good position to get a free piece here. Juicefoot unfortunately would not have been able to see another free piece because he had a free piece free and all of the piece 2s that he would have passed there would not have been exposed. Aiden, however, did have a good chance to get an exposed piece 3 here and might have got one. I believe there is a world where you could have checked for this piece, but not a lot of runners would have opted to go for that, which is an understandable 26 from Aiden, but also not the best set. Neither of these runners getting a really good set.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Pretty much par for the course for an average hero story run. Aiden, obviously, of course, since he's got much significantly higher time over his opponent currently, that would probably be a little bit on the less ideal spectrum, probably even reset worthy, most likely. Juice is already done and dusted Eggman 1, and Aiden not that far behind, so even though there is this difference in the discrepancy of the IGT, RTA, these runners are very close to each other.
Yo, both runners got the med pack as well. Let's get this 130 prison lane from both. That's how it works, right?
Gotta grab the health pack.
It's true. And speaking of like 130 prison lane, that's not too out of the ballpark for Aiden here, because he does go for the speed shoe strat, and he's been going really, really clean at that lately. So we might actually see a time similar to that if he doesn't make too many mistakes.
A speed shoe strat.
Is it a 25? That is a 25 check. It's not too bad. Yeah, there is a speed shoe strat. It's like right at the end of the stage. If you do the ring route optimally, you can get really, really good times with that.
I'm impressed. I actually was not aware that that would save any time.
It's a pretty cool strat. You'll be seeing it later on because it looks like Aiden is solidly on the ring route right now, which is good.
Juice already getting a 52 check on that next checkpoint, making his way through the gates. Breaks the robot, easy peasy. Gets a little caught up on the boxes though. Thankfully manages to avoid getting sniped by that beetle. It is possible to accidentally get caught by that if you get stuck on that side of that wall.
And with the speed shoe strats coming up, I would predict that there will probably be about RTA sync leaving prison lane. Unfortunately for Aiden though, Juice is still going to maintain about a 20-second lead because of that City Escape meltdown. So, interesting race so far.
Very close. Aiden's been getting a lot of really good lock-ons onto these robots as well, because we've seen, like, in the first tunnel, he managed to secure a quick grab on one of them before he actually managed to jump up to the top, so he could just easily snipe on the ones that were on the outside edge. Juice is not that far behind, and just like that, Aiden has already got a 130 prison lane.
That's the 130! I tell you, wow. This guy, man, this guy.
Yeah, that is an upstanding time.
And we're not even discrediting Juice on this one, because a 137 is a really solid time for a tournament race setting, but a 130, like, how do you compare against that? Aiden's just on this next level of gameplay nowadays. It's just so hard to compare against a 130.
Yeah, both of these runners had runs that were definitely nothing to scoff at.
Okay,
wow, that was a really clean homing attack.
1874, let's go.
It's very easy to accidentally homing attack through those robots by accident and end up spiking into the drink.
Spiking into the drink?
Yeah.
This just in, Originality A spikes a lot of drinks.
Nah, I've never done that.
Alright, so Aiden's having a really clean Metal Harvester. Oh, that looked a little scary, but he does manage to land it, which is good. It's a 45 checkpoint? My nuts, dude. You're kidding me.
That is honestly a fantastic time. Already grabbed a hold of the rocket. I believe that was a 52 grabbing the actual missile's handle.
Bro, Aiden's like giving this look to the camera as if to say, "Man, I could have done so much better there." He doesn't like. He looks so disappointed. He's getting a 45 checkpoint. There's gonna be like a 117, 118 Metal Harbor, and he's not phased right now. What is going on in this guy?
It is very possible that, of course, the thoughts of the previous levels could still be lingering in the back of his head, potentially like hanging back in there in his thoughts, and might be like thinking, "Man, I could have saved a lot more time there if I actually would have gotten those earlier skips." But at the same time, Aiden is on another level of gameplay where being quite literally in the upper echelon of the runners on the whole leaderboards of Sonic Adventure 2, having a really high time, you begin to think back on lower times that you would have thought, oh, these were good. They start to slowly dwindle down, and you become desensitized to the idea of them being good, and it's as you improve, what was previously good just becomes worse.
And it was a big deficit in City Escape, but Juice is still able to hold the lead right now. We're 13 seconds ahead into the Shadow fight. We don't usually see too much variance happening in this fight, so we'll probably see that lead stay until at least Green Forest. Against a runner like Aiden, that is incredibly good.
Yeah, and Aiden did not even give Shadow a chance to lift his foot up off the ground. He could not even jump, getting in all three of those hits. That was a very clean. Now we gotta see if Jucifer here will put a stop to the faker.
I cannot tell what emotions Aiden is expressing right now. It's really difficult. I can't tell if he's happy with the run, or I think he's a little bit disappointed from the City Escape, of course. And again, that's an 11 from Juice as well. Let's go.
Both runners getting an 11. Nicely done.
Alright, this is the cutscene. Wow.
We don't see Aiden's input display, but we do see Jucifer's. Is he going to hold right to save approximately 1 frame out of this cutscene?
We need to name that. How about the reverse nipple twister skip?
Oh no! And Aiden has just dropped into the water.
That's really rough, yeah.
That's gonna spike him even more time. Gosh, but he's lost already a fair bit to just smaller things throughout the course of the run. Just in the early game alone, he's probably feeling like it's a bit of an off day. A lot of us runners usually have those.
Clean recovery though, and I gotta point out that Aiden is definitely a task run user, and I'm not too sure about Jucifer, but Jucifer having a PB around the 24-minute mark, most runners around that time tend to not opt to go for task run, so Aiden might have the time save right now, coming up on the tree. That's a dubious angle, but it's going to work. He's going to make it on. The turn is fine, the jump off is perfect, well executed. Amazing.
Nails it. And he sticks the landing.
Crazy, this guy's crazy. That's a 101 checkpoint, but you gotta keep in mind that there is a death from the air easy, so this is probably gonna look like 120-ish. We're gonna see some Jucifer as well. Oh, wow.
Juice tried to go for the setup for the wall run there, but unfortunately got a little bit of a wonky angle, ended up loop speeding directly over onto the other side, choosing to not try to take any risk and go for it a second time around. Just gonna go up the tree. He knows he's got some time saved that he can work with here. Hopefully he'll still have plenty enough to keep himself in a commanding enough lead over his opponent.
I think this might actually even up the lead, to be fair. I think Jucifer's going to end up the stage. We're looking at 7:17 on the clock from Aiden going into Pumpkin Hill, so let's keep a keen eye on Jucifer's timer there. Because this, I think Jucifer might be just a little bit behind now, but it was really lucky that the loop speed angle launched him back onto the other side of the loop, because that could have gone horribly wrong.
Yep, and based on just the times alone, Jucifer is definitely falling behind now when it comes to Aiden. Because he's already gotten his first piece now in Pumpkin Hill, and he didn't get out. He got out of there by like 7:17.
Wow, really sexy movement to this piece 2 as well. It's Sleep of the Dead. We're going to see a piece 3 from it. It's Where You Hear the Horn. It's going to be on Pumpkin Mountain. It can only be on Pumpkin Mountain with a Church piece 2. This is a really good set, actually. Scramble for the Emeralds piece 1. Definitely the top 10% of piece 1s in this stage. Maybe even the second best, besides Free Brothers Tombstone. So you love to see that for Aiden coming out with a 32 on the clock.
Oh, it's a killer RNG.
55, man. Last time we saw Aiden do a race, he got a 55-second set in Pumpkin Hill, so at least, you know, you love to see the comeback from that.
I'd kill to get a sub 40 Pumpkin Hill, let alone a something in a 30 range.
It's true. Alright, so Aiden's kind of on the older scroller part of the mission streets. Let's have a look at what Juice's set is looking like. He's going to be waiting in the upgrade. Are we really doing this in 2023, Juicefa?
Yep, he's definitely doing Twin Skulls Jack. Honestly, though, considering the situation, I honestly don't blame him for wanting to take a look around and just make sure. If it saves him some time in the long run, it might actually be useful. But unfortunately, it did not pay off because it wasn't present.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not like shitting on Juice for going for that at all. It's definitely a meme in the community. People like to joke on doing the Twin Skulls check a lot. It's a questionable decision, but it definitely does abuse and exploit a big hole in the timing method. So it goes to show, man. Wow, that's also a really good set. Let's go.
And Aiden is already on the pillars. It looks like he's on pace right now for. I think he's on pace for Zero Cycle.
No.
Or did he miss the weight hop?
This is a really bad shit. Wow, I did not see what happened there, actually. Can somebody fill me in? Anyone in chat see that? I feel like we both missed that looking at Juice for set, unfortunately. I didn't miss weight hop? Unbelievable! Wow!
Oh, man. That's rough.
If Juicefer nails this weight hop, that's like a... That's a really big save, actually. I
Good swing back. What in the world?
What just happened?
Hales just phased right through the crack with the vertex to me on the bridge. I did not realize that you could clip through that.
And that smile from Aiden, he knows, man. That is rough. He is in this position right now where nothing has been going right this entire speedrun. And his mentality right now, I mean, I'm not one to commentate on that, because I can't see into Aiden's brain, but if I was in his seat, I would be livid right now. And this is just a really unfortunate race, but Juicefa is gonna nail the weight hop.
He does get the jump.
Wow.
Goes for the hover across, he has plenty of height to make it, at least he's getting up on top of that pillar there. But
Yeah,
Juice
actually,
really has a chance to come back from this, good grief. Murphy's Law in and of itself is like cackling somewhere off in the distance right now at the sheer amount of things that are happening to Aiden throughout the course of this race.
Dude, shoutouts to my boy Murphy. You know what's really funny, actually? And shoutouts to Deku for reminding me of this. Aiden yesterday was practicing nothing but mission stream for like a whole hour, and he got 2 sub-2 minute times. This guy had like a 1:59.8 at some point. Like, he was playing so well on the stage. So that's a big dynamic loss for Aiden.
Juice looked like he was trying to go for a quick snipe on the box there at the beginning, but unfortunately he whiffed the Vulcan cannon shot, wasn't able to get it, and that extra jump slowed him down too much, so he didn't have a chance to actually make it on pace for the cycle, so he is going to have to just take the normal way up. It's going to cost him a fair bit of time. I'm not sure. He still has definitely a chance of staying in the lead, though. He definitely could have swung by back to him. Swung by back to him. Wow, I'm tripping over my own words today.
I do think, yeah, Juicefa's going to be ahead coming into this, but Aiden, again, really good at hunting, so we'll have to see what this Aquatic Mine brings. Oh, wow, I didn't
It's a
even see
three-fans
that.
piece.
Dude, let's go.
3 fans with behind 2 heads. That's a really good set of pieces to go together like that. It looks like he's getting a... Oh, he gets near the blue flame P3. I was expecting it to be a ghost room P2.
I
Or
just got a
P2, I mean,
DM from Aiden saying, sorry, I left my cheat engine open. I hope that's true, buddy, because that is a... Well, I mean, the piece 2 maybe not so good, but other than that, it was a pretty sick set.
Yeah, 27 flat on the timer there for him. 10:54 out of this, so looks like Juice still has to get about 38, I want to say? 38 in order to keep a lead or better.
Definitely doable. Excuse me.
Alright, 10, while Aiden's violating traffic laws, we're going to watch Jucifer play through Aquatic Mine here. Gets a green ping right out the beginning.
Turns into yellow.
Looks like it's a top piece. Yep, Guardian of the Switch. Beautiful piece to spot.
Hit the switch. Okay, good. I was really worried for a second Juicefer was going to go down and forget to hit the switch. I've done that so many times in practice, it's really embarrassing when it happens.
The skulls facing each other. Is he going to go for the monitor clip? He is trying for it. He does not get it. He's going to have to go around so he can chase the skull.
Yeah, that was a unfortunate camera angle, actually. That setup looked really rough. Whoa.
Going for the wall run.
What is this routing, Juice?
An interesting choice, honestly. To choose to just simply go up through the top rather than trying to, like, clip through and maneuver your way to get the camera to follow you.
Yeah, I don't hate it. That was interesting.
I think it might have just barely been enough for him to maintain his lead because he got a 10:53 there. So yeah, I think he is still ahead, but barely just going into the split.
We'll have to see on the pace update on the layout, which should be happening very soon. But now both runners are playing the untested demo for the new Need for Speed game. Let's go, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Give it a 5-star review, get a free copy.
Oh yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We get
Hot
to...
Pursuit 4? They made 3 of those already.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy, man. What console is this going to be released on? The Switch 2?
The Switch 2.
Every time I see Switch Level 2 in Aquatic Mine, I just keep thinking of like somebody's Nintendo Switch they've modified a lot. It's like they've like leveled up that Switch to level 2. It's like, whoa, that's crazy, man.
That sounds like it would have been a joke piece name for the Redux mod.
The Nintendo Switch. I just put like a big Super Mario standing behind the Guardian Switch. It's the Nintendo Switch, guys. Alright, Aiden's finally out of the stage, so we can stop shitposting in approximately 5 seconds. That's awesome.
Exhibiting theory by saying, let's go. And Aiden is out of Route 101. 13:08 on the clock. Juice is gonna have to drift like nobody's business if he wants to make sure that he can get solid enough time.
2:13, these nuts, Aiden. What the... Dude. Casual gameplay right there. That's a world record lap time surely for this new Need for Speed demo. That's crazy.
Juice is already on lap 3 of the level. It's funny, the whole course itself doesn't repeat, but it's segmented as if they're laps. Have you ever thought about how strange that is? Aiden going for the pole hop does have enough height for it.
Yeah, I suppose like a lot of the mechanics of this game don't make much sense, to be fair. I'm not really surprised that laps aren't really laps, considering the fact that you can just phase through any wall that you want if it's 51%. No, it's pretty awesome like that.
I'm going for the top route here. We see a lot of people go for the bottom route too, because trying to go for that pause hover there can be sometimes pretty tricky if you're trying to get the timing for that right. But for Aiden, it's nothing to worry about. Easily managing to make it. He's already gotten his way all the way up to the top.
Dude, this is a really, really clean hidden base so far as well. What's this checkpoint going to be looking like? Have you seen any big mistakes? I'm not going to lie, I was mesmerized by the Route 101 gameplay for a second there. I don't know what compelled me.
I think that's a 106.
That's a 106, let's go. Right. I leads by 0.03 seconds as the
Wow. The lead is... The time difference is absurd, just how close these two runners are playing right now.
Fuck, man? That's not 0.3, by the way, that's 0.03, that's like, that's literally 2 frames, man. Aiden is ahead by 2 frames right now, and we're halfway through the run on split 12 out of 24.
Okay.
Insane.
Wow. And with a 1:37 on the clock out of hidden base, that is a phenomenal time.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden's definitely going to widen that gap, but I don't think it's going to stay this close, knowing that Juice was now going for axle jump, so we're not going to be seeing the same tier of pole hop from Aiden, which was really, really well pulled off. And Aiden is schmoving through Pyramid Cave.
Gets the setup easily on the first dash, on the rightmost dash pad there. The best place you want to aim for, whatever you're doing. Unfortunately, he gets pitched in the first tunnel. You don't want that to happen. That's going to cost him. He's getting a 13 check there. You could tell he was probably wanting to shoot for an 11, but just didn't work out for him there. Having a little bit of trouble with the Shao box there, fortunately. Sonic lost his jump ball animation, so he had to go back over and homing attack across. Pyramid Cave is not being kind right now.
This Pyramid Cave is screwed, man. Is that a 30 upgrade? 31? I'm not too sure what time it was, but I'm definitely not happy with this.
Yeah, I think it was a 31.
Meanwhile, Juicefoot actually
struggling to get over these breakable walls there, having to leap on top of those jars. Yeah. Aiden gets a clean second door skip, no problem.
Alright, the ending section of the stage in Hidden Base and in Pyramid Cave, the hardest parts of each stage, arguably.
Now we're gonna see Snake Skip or Hex Skip here. Snake Skip, wanting to play it safe. Honestly, can't blame Aiden. With everything that's been going on so far this run, going for the safer strat is honestly the best possible choice that you can hope for right now.
I've seen my fill up hex skip some Iden anyway, so I'm not too disappointed in that. I know he's been grinding out a lot in practice, but it takes a lot to be confident that skipping a race setting. This is a really good Pyramid Cave.
14:58 on the clock. Jucifer is out with a 149 hidden base.
What? Dude, that's
Yeah.
a 126 with 31 upgrades.
No problem.
Oh my gosh.
This guy, man. Yeah, that's...
And now for the most tedious level out of all of the stages in Hero Story for hunting, Death Chamber. Anybody who knows me knows my stance on Death Chamber. I can't stand this place.
It's alright, you keep focused on Jucifer's Pyramid Cave and let me know if anything happens. I'll run us through this Death Chamber real quick, which unfortunately did start off with a Burning Mad Piece 1. I'm just not going to take that, I don't think. Aiden is currently clipping the green. I did not see what his Piece 1 was after the reset, but Green Room Piece 1s is kind of a hyper-modern hunting strat. Back in the day, nobody would take this. But now, ever since, like, Death Chamber's really been squeezed down, there are a lot of acceptable ways to take green Piece 1s. This is a very unusual, I would say, actually. Dying multiple times on green is kind of unusual. You don't see many people do this these days. It's really risky. He's got 1 life left. He's gonna have to take whatever he gets now. Wow!
On a Wing in a Prayer, he manages to get a yellow ping. He manages to get roasted keys at the last possible second. He just has to hope to God that he can actually get to that last piece without dying, because you do not want to have to do this level over again.
And thank God for an easy core piece 3 there. That's definitely gonna save this Death Chamber. That's very, very unlucky. It's a big time save for Juice. If Juice gets a comparatively really good set, this could be really huge, because Juice is gonna need any time save that he can grab at this point. With the caliber of Desert that Aiden has played, with a 137 into a 126, that Death Chamber is the only break that Juice is gonna get for any time save coming up, hopefully. So, we'll have to see how it goes.
Juice did get a little more air than he was hoping for than that last rail there, but it looks like he's still going to make a pretty decent time. Closing out, still going to get a 130s for this Pyramid Cave. Still, very solid time. Just a little less than maybe like 8 or 9 seconds or so far from Juice in terms of the time. Or no, that's probably about 10 seconds, because he got a 127. Aiden, of course, also did get the quick strat there, going in for the 1 cycle on King Boom Boo. 1 hit down, 2 hit down, go for 3, 4 for the money, and there we got it.
Easy. Alright,
Now,
this is a Death Chamber for Juice. This is where the time save is hopefully expected for Juice.
Shoebox.
Definitely going to be looking to get something out of this. Easily could surpass in terms of set quality from Aiden, because Aiden rolling Burning Man and then a green piece 1 and then dying a bunch of times, versus a Shoebox piece 1, which is a really fast piece to die from in core. If Jucifer opts to go for the core death strats at all, looks like he will. Owned Drum Basher.
It looks like Aiden is having some trouble there with trying to go for the super bounces on Egg Golem. Missed the first one, having to end up restarting, but then kind of whiffed landing up there, and had to actually like jump and homing and attack it again. Thankfully, Juice does seem to have a few lives to play with for Death Chamber, while Aiden is trying to make quick work here of Egg Golem. Gets that final hit in. Tilted picture. Good piece, good piece. Gotta wait a little bit longer for the hints there. Does get the hint stored so you can just run right up to it and gets it. Looks like he's gonna booty clip for this piece.
I'm not sure if this is going to be saving time, because this was also an equally quite bad set. I mean, like, Jucifer had to die like 4 or 5 times to get this piece. Opting to clip back in bounds. Okay, not going for the risky out of bounds grab.
It was a solid dig into the ground, though. I didn't even see where he was in comparison to the actual piece. So the fact that he was in the exact right spot that he needed to be when he dug for that and got it, that was really well. That was really
One time.
Oh, and Aiden missing the Quan. That's unfortunate.
No
Not wanting to try to go
way.
for the right side either. Taking no chances. He's only got a couple lives left to try to pull this off with, so he's going to have to see if he can get it for the second time.
When it comes to the quad, Aiden's said to be the bloke that doesn't choke. Where did this come from? That's crazy. I've never seen Aiden miss the quad. He's quoted famously as saying, "Just focus, bro. It's easy." I suppose he was a little bit distracted from focus by the lack of quality of this run so far. I mean, like, a lot of things have been going wrong, so I don't blame him.
You could say he was experiencing quantiplications.
Right. I didn't even commentate, man. Hop in. I see you in chat, bro. You have no excuse.
Apple Juice for Okros almost finished off the clean 1 cycle here on King Boom Boo. making it look easy. Nothing but net.
What is this emote? That's so toxic. Who put that there? What? Muted?
Alright, Apple Juicer going for the setup. Gets the clean first super bounce. Gets that easy hit. Going for the second one. Misses it, unfortunately. Lands into the sand. He's not the Sand Guardian, the Guardian of the Sand. Poseidon will not quiver before him.
True.
Aiden has already got 1945 on the clock out of Eternal Engine. Did manage to hit the goal ring from behind. Juice is having a little bit of trouble here. Does get the homing attack, though.
Wow, this is really rough for Aiden. Damn. But Juice also kind of having a terrible day so far as well. Like, not a lot of these splits have been going well for both runners today.
And dash out there. Above the Blue Moon in front of a tank. That's a pretty solid piece.
Poseidon quivers before him.
2 more left.
Alright. Oh, let's go!
Oh, the 3 tanks check.
1 more left.
Busted out the cheat engine again, I suppose. I mean, I thought I heard a Windows notification. This guy was granting admin privileges.
Kind of
to
a
cheat
big
engine,
blue
I'm telling
never
you, man.
opens. What a phenomenal time.
It's closer.
Dude.
Even with that whiff,
dude.
he still gets a sub 30 in that meteor herd. That is phenomenal. Like, you cannot ask for a set like that. Like, in any other situation.
Dude.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I didn't even see that coming. I genuinely thought, why is this guy gliding over to the tanks? Like, I did not see
Oh,
the piece.
no.
As soon as he got that.
Juice also missing the quad as well, not choosing to try to go for right side either. Just wanting to take the death strat to go for the second try on the left side.
Waste of time.
See if he can go for it and get it. And he is out. Both runners managing to nail it on the second try. So now all he has to do is just get the transition for the camera and then hit that goal ring when he reaches it. Aiden, of course, it seemed like, was he trying to like give Rouge a little bit of extra space there and go for ringless, or was he just trying to backpedal for safety?
I'm not sure, but we're having a 14, so it still definitely worked out in his favor.
2029 on the clock, going into Crazy Gadget. Now this stage is going to be very interesting.
Dude, Aiden has had like the best worst run of the century, right? This guy gets like a 140 something city escape into a 130 prison lane, insane, into a 118 middle harbor, a kind of not a bad green forest, then loses all of it in Mission Street, gets a really good aquatic mine, goes into desert, gets an insane desert, gets owned by Death Chamber,
Wow.
owned by Eternal Engine, gets an insane meteor herd. Like, this is the best worst run that I've ever seen from Aiden. This is crazy.
Juice easily manages to make his way over and gets the goal ring, no problem. 132 with a 2027 on the clock. Doesn't look like he's too far behind.
No, yes.
I'm gonna hit the goal ring from Aiden. Easy snipe, first try out of bounds.
Clean movement all around with the 45.99 on that clock for his Crazy Gadget. Solid time.
Alright, let's see if Juice can match that 29 meteor herd. We're gonna need to see an incredible set to get
Between
even
the
closer to
floating
that.
containers.
And with this piece one, the only thing that really comes to mind is if we get something like double ground with twin stars the center of a square shadow. I believe it's possible with one of these floating container pieces, and we're gonna need to see it.
Big door that never opens. That's the same P2 that Aiden got.
Oh, Jucifer! Oh, you shouldn't have, buddy. Oh, I feel so honored. Let's go. Oh, this is such a big play, but I don't know
Big
if it's gonna
risk.
work out. This is a 40% chance of this piece one. I really don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, but he does get it! Let's go!
Dude, let's go!
It took a couple extra seconds, but he did get the P3 before he snatched it up. So he does have that knowledge present. So that is pretty good.
I'm so happy, man. I'm gonna mail you like a 12-pack of Monster. Just for that. I'll have like appreciation. Those are appreciation tokens from me.
Aiden had a really clean setup there also for Final Rush. He also made short work of Eggman 2. Probably gonna see Fastfall coming from Aiden here.
It's true, we are falling through space.
Goes
What's this
for the
space
drop.
looking like? Mid-23-ish?
Yeah, it's looking like it's probably gonna be a 23. If anything happens at the worst scenario, he could be a very low 24. Or a 24 on the nose, but shit would have to hit the fan.
Why do people keep throwing shit at fans, man? I don't understand that expression. It's really stupid.
I don't know, man.
Alright, Juice was out of Rouge. Juice has beaten up the bat. Let's go. 15. Gimmick.
Alright, now we have to see what time he's going to get here. Aiden does still have a pretty commanding lead, so unless something absurd happens in Shadow 2, this definitely does look like it's Aiden's potential victory here. Having some trouble there trying to get that bounce.
No problem.
Goes for the homing attack. Finally managing to get in there. About an 18 on that the tube break there. Goes for the super bounce. Clean transition underneath. Aiden going for the first hit. Gets it. Hit number 2. Nails it. The third. The fourth.
The fourth movie wasn't a good one, to be honest. The fifth movie, bang, and let's go, 2305.
And there it is. Very low 23. I was off by almost the better part of a minute. Phenomenal time by Aiden. Of course, considering the amount of time that Juice does have ahead of him for the other levels, it does mean that this is a victory in the books for Aiden. That is his second win so far now in pools, and he has beaten both Juice and Eggs. Both of these runners are going to be facing off against each other later today, though, so we will have to see that match. Probably have to see how things turn out here for Juice. Does not get CGSS there like he was hoping for. Unfortunate. It's a very high risk, high reward strat when you're trying to do it from that little lip there. A lot of us just usually refer to the pre-cam box hover.
No, I'm not letting you spread box hover propaganda, Ace. Get off the mic right now.
I do box hover.
I may be sick, but I'm gonna stop you with all of my might. Box hover is cringe. Any box hoverers in chat, get out of chat. Get out of town. You don't appreciate it. We hate that strat.
Juice is already down now. He's on his last chance to see if he can pull off getting CGSS. Choosing to just not go for it at all. Taking the safe strat. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we've seen this at all throughout the course of the run. Or through any of the matches so far in Summit.
It looks like the safe strat's just going to be straight up with Skipless Crazy Gadget, which is going to be a showcase for sure, because a lot of people are big fans of this IL. It's really fun to watch.
Oh yeah, restricted Crazy Gadget is always a treat to watch. Oh, and he hits the little acid. That's unfortunate. He's going to have to go back all the way to the beginning. Have to swing back in and try to go for it again, but he does have 5 tries now to see if he can hit CGSS again.
Man, it's just so rough being compared against Aiden in any situation you can be, because this run from Aiden, despite how much he's not going to like this speedrun, how much Aiden's kind of disappointed with his gameplay, this is like a good minute and a bit ahead of Juice's PB, so this would have been really difficult to beat anyway. It's just kind of an unfortunate matching, and Juice has been playing really, really well throughout this run. So, huge round of applause to this guy as well, for the participation, for the effort, and for showcasing his best ability throughout all of this. Let's go, Juice.
Both of these runners have played very well, despite all of the little random things here and there throughout the course of the runs. These are still 2 very skilled runners, to say the least.
I may have picked a bad time to say this, because Juice was still kind of having a CGSS meltdown. Unfortunate.
Alright. Going for it again. It doesn't look like he got the setup for the free cam there, so he's going to have to backpedal.
I'm going to play a game of, let's see if I can make Aiden smile with a DM. Keep an eye on Juice's gameplay and also Aiden's camera, because I think I might be able to do it. I have the perfect image.
Goes for the setup once again, of course. Spin dash. And he's out this time, so he does do the pause hover there to... Or the, Oh, the words are escaping me at the moment. But he's getting extra frames to reach the goal ring there, and he does manage to get out of Crazy Gadget.
Let's go! I made Aiden laugh. Let's go! I did it. All right, let's go, Juice as well. Without a crazy gadget. Awesome.
25-20 on the clock, and he still has 2 boss fights and a single stage left ahead of him. But Eggman 2 and Shadow 2, they're easy. These runners know what they're doing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy to them.
Excuse me.
Trying to go for the setup here. It does get the manip. Very nicely done. Solid execution by Apple Juicifer there.
Oh wow, yeah, really clean manip actually. It's gonna be a 14. You'd love to see it.
1469. Nice.
Nice.
And now we get to see Final Rush. Now, I'm not sure if Juicifer actually does go for Fastfall here, or if he just goes for the standard method of doing this level. Get the solid setup, does bounce to hit the checkpoint there. That was a bit of an awkward angle, and having to go for a restart there. You could tell that was definitely not what he was wanting to shoot for. I could tell he was probably trying to bounce off of it and get just a little bit of extra height to line Sonic up with the rail there. Just unfortunately, he bounced just a touch too late, and it spiked him right into the gap. But there is the setup, very clean, not time around, lining himself up. Having a little bit of issues there trying to wiggle. Also, shoutouts to Juicifer for also using the clock input display. Very useful for learning many strats here in the SA2 speedrun community.
It's definitely been a favorite of newer runners alike.
Gets a clean turnaround. He does go for Fastfall. And now all he has to do is fall towards goal.
Wait, was that Fastfall?
I believe it was, yes. Just like that. Alright. Well, this is definitely looking like it's going to be a 27 on the clock for Juice. It's unfortunate how things turned out overall throughout the course of the run, but there are still more matches that are ahead, and he still has very much a chance, because this is only Juice's first match. There are still many more. There are still many, many more. He has a chance to re-secure himself back up into a higher spot here, and this is just the pools.
Absolutely. Let's get this frame perfect Shadow too. Let's go.
No problem.
We're gonna have to send Juice for a lot of energy right now, because the amount of energy it takes to finish off a run like this when you know your opponent is already finished like 5 minutes ago is absolutely insane, and huge respects to Juice for this. So I'm gonna be sending all my spiritual energy that way, towards the right hand side of the screen, and hope that Juice freaking finishes off this race and get like a, I don't know, mid-27. Let's see it.
Having a little bit of trouble there on those last 2 hits there for Shadow, just having to wait for him to just chaos control back onto the level. Seemed like he was trying to just wait for him to appear so he could get a quick snipe with the homing attack right as soon as he appeared.
Will Juice get the 27 this summer? One man.
And there it is.
Game over, Shadow.
Let's go, GG Juice, let's go!
And that is finito, 27:57 on the clock for Juice. Once again, GG's to Aiden on his victory, and of course, GG's to both of the runners overall. Aiden!
Oh, the hit.
Congratulations, you have won this match.
Hello, Aiden, buddy.
Hello, buddy.
Would you like to explain some of these DMs that I got? By any chance?
Hi. There was that many.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, I
hello.
thought this was a worst run of all time, so I feel like I can predict how you're feeling about this run right now.
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the second half was fine. You know, it got a bit better towards the second half.
You had a really good dozer.
Yeah.
Except for Death Chamber. Death Chamber kind of like destroyed you, from what I remember.
And at Juice, of course, welcome to the commentary booth. How are you feeling after that match?
Well, I was feeling real hot right up till right up till Crazy Gadget. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you practice, and then Death Chamber, and then Crazy Gadget says, "You're not gonna jump today."
Yeah, it unfortunately is a very volatile level, especially with the edge strat. Which I noticed that you had been doing that.
I've been practicing the box hover. I just am really bad at getting enough distance, and it always it always takes me. It always feels like it takes longer to get a bad box hover and then reset than it does to just miss an edge bump.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, congrats, though.
Yeah, congrats. It was cool. I was I didn't have the stream open, but I checked it just after I was done, and you were only like a minute behind me going to see you. It was quite cool. Because I was worried. I was thinking, I'm not playing the best. I wonder, if Juice was playing pretty decently, and it seemed like it. Pretty cool. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts from our runners? Any beef? Can we start a rap battle, maybe?
No.
You can start
Really?
it.
Yo.
spitting some bars.
Alright, well, if there's no closing statements, then, Ace, would you like to tell us all about the next race that's happening? Because I hear it's a really, really sick one, actually. Like, this is a big, big matchup.
Oh, indeed it is. Indeed it is. We have, for our next match that is coming up next, Dawn versus Drumbasher. Both very high-level runners. This is going to be an extremely intense match. You're not going to want to miss this, so make sure that you stick around for more here on the Sacer channel. And once again, GGLs on your victory.
Thank you.
And we will see you on the next time that you come in for your next match.
Yeah.
Goodbye, cutie.
Goodbye, buddy.